In this video, we'll be talking about the Eames launch chair and ottoman, presented by Michelle Lin. The designers Charles and Ray Eames created the lounge chair and ottoman initially for Herman Miller in the United States and eventually for Vitra in Europe for modern-day versions. These companies were set to mass produce this piece, along with other accessible furniture that all include high-quality leather and a sustainable wooden backboard for ergonomic comfort. The Eames lounge chair piece acts as an icon of high-end luxury with dynamic comfort through modern and sleek craftsmanship. During the World War II, the Eames assisted in creating plywood splints for injured soldiers by molding wood into a shell for its lightweight, inexpensive, and accessible properties. For instance, the body litter, arm splint, leg splint, and pilot seat were a few items that the Eames couple had created in order to support the military during the World War II. Post-World War II, they used these same techniques to blend plywood to create common furniture from mass production by bending the plywood. Furniture design to the Eames had been a lesser priority as they previously focused on architecture, painting, and film as their careers, along with toys, games, and children's masks as functioning decoration before industrial design. The creative background is extensive, ranging from fun, dynamic, colorful, and professional. As they transitioned to furniture, it appeared more serious, elegant, mature, and more commercially available and successful as their designs gained more attention. Dining and lounge chair furniture sets were produced primarily with plywood at the start of 1951. However, they were not as successful due to their disproportionate shapes. Dining and lounge chairs before had a wooden leg that were thicker than the bottom seats and backing, whereas multi-purpose tables are recommended to complement such instead of owning these chairs independently. However, they wanted to create a piece that is bold, independent, and inspired by the 19th century English pub chairs. Except their goal was to have something arguably lighter, less bulky, while maintaining comfort, just like their items made in World War II. As Charles Eames said, the warm, receptive look of a well-used first spaceman's bed had been the inspiration in combining these two technologies to create the Eames launch chair. In 1956, the Eames launch chair and ottoman were introduced in NBC's Home Show commercial as a symbol of elegance and luxury while embracing their purpose of creating furniture with accessible material and showcasing their own existing technology used in World War II. It became a symbol of post-World War II mid-century modernism design that took off in sales, which was away from their average mass-produced pieces for the general public. In 1956, they were sold for $404, and now in 2025, whether if they're authentic or brand new or used, these items can range from $5,000 up to $10,000. This iconic furniture set is most notably seen in the background of modern films, TV shows, and commonly found in luxury homes. For instance, it is seen in the background of Iron Man 2008, the TV series House MD, and as well as Shark Tank. In this section, we'll be talking about the structure, design, principles, and the elements of this piece. The structure of it is 3D, and it is offered in two sizes, which are standard or tall. The chair and ottoman models 670 and 671 both have a proportional style that uses the three-piece molded plywood shell. They are all made from rosewood veneer and a high-quality Best Ausch Scottish leather. The balance and proportion of the chair and ottoman have stability based on their symmetrical balance in the design where the width of the pieces are equal. The ottoman scale is directly proportional to the base of the chair. The movement of this piece is based on the angle of the chair, where it is built to be naturally reclined as it is permanent. Our eyes see the headrest and the armrest down to that permanent recline angle of the lounge chair, and then the ottoman last as a potential footrest. We quickly see it as for daily leisure rather than busy work because of these different parts of the piece. Bulkiness is the emphasis, inspired by the English club chair, where the leather is the first attention to detail of the overall piece. The bulkiness of the cushion and the thinness of the shell emphasize comfort. This shell-like appearance focuses attention to the cushions, creating a seemingly bold contour of the original black cushion, and the brown wood attracts someone to see the thick cushioning first. The contrast of the original black leather cushion and dark wooden shell give this sense of luxurious design to highlight these visuals of that used Scottish leather and the rosewood veneer. However, with accessibility issues with rosewood, it had been discontinued in 1991, and Herman Miller and Vitra transitioned to use bamboo to not only maintain accessibility resources, but rather because it is more sustainable due to the abundance. The Eames lawn chair is a clear example of form is the function. It represents Maya, where it is most advanced yet accepted because of its purposeful angle of the chair and complementary ottoman. The integrated angle built in serves as a functional ergonomic aesthetic that complements a human's natural seating position, where it is referred to as the harmonic tilt. This angle matches all the angles of the body, allowing for one to sit on the chair naturally and maximizing comfort while supporting the lumbar of the body. The ottoman may be used as a footrest or a multi-purpose chair for different activities. The color and texture of this chair help make the cushion stand out from the plywood back panels. They have a rectangular shape that contours into an oval bend, and then, as seen in new brand new versions, this piece is customizable with various wood finishes and fabric materials as opposed to the original black and brown combo. The message of the piece presents is desire. People, including Michelle, as stated, would love to own one of these pieces because of its sophisticated appearance, the various design options available for personal preference, and the unconventional warmth they present, unlike their other previous designs. These images in the slide shown were actually taken at the Herman Miller location in Pasadena, California, where we had the opportunity to test this chair out for ourselves. Charles Eames stated himself that this set is the opposite of minimalism and low cost and is truthfully unpractical for an average consumer. As he quoted, however, it has this sort of ugliness to it that gives a lot of pleasure to people. End quote. It is something that does not need justification to purchase for wealthy individuals. For example, as seen in the show Shark Tank, the sharks are each sitting on lounge chair replicas, as allegedly stated. Individuals who are seemingly wealthy in the show themselves cannot afford these real versions by the Eames, which represents how it is an exclusive piece for of a much higher class. To tell the difference between an authentic version versus the replicas are based on the tilt, where the Herman Miller in Vitro's version had a permanent recline, whereas the allegedly replica examples seen in the Shark Tank have a disproportionate size and can tilt even more compared to the original specifications. Because of the expensive price, purchasing an Eames lounge chair and ottoman is an icon of wealth. This presentation was not enough for you to understand. You can compare the lounge chair and ottoman piece as the set of Rolex of chairs. It is a signifier, where it acts as an icon of status, wealth, and luxury because of its high price and how uncommon it is to see in average populations. I learned that it is a timeless, modern, and luxurious piece sought after by many. It acts more than a piece of furniture, but rather a piece that represents someone's success. Owning this piece may be worth it if one can afford it, especially considering it is created by the iconic Eames couple, whose mid-century modern designs are intended to bring liveliness to people's spaces. And personally, as Michaud stated, end quote, I think I would own one. However, it would not be anytime soon, end quote. Thank you for listening.